Hello, this is Foxon13. Gonna try to make a new gun video. It's been a while since last time. I bought me a match gun. I'm gonna quit the action type shooting. I'm gonna concentrate on more precision type of shooting. I've owned this gun for half a year, about 1500 rounds, mainly the last 2-3 months. I've struggled a bit to get the trigger as I wanted. I didn't dare to tinker too much with it, but today I have sat here for 3 hours. I had 2 resting in my bed, but I think I've got it as I want it. I thought I just gonna show you the internals of the gun. When you adjust the trigger, you have the trigger stop, and then you have 5 different screws, and all these screws interfere with each other. That's why it takes so long time to get it right. Cock the gun. Let me see. The sear is here, and how much the sear grip is adjusted by a screw here. Trigger stop in the middle. Sort of a character of the trigger, and the pre-travel of the trigger, and then the trigger point weight here, and of course you can adjust the trigger itself back and forth here. And then you have the pre-travel weight here. And what's very good about this screw, if you come to a competition and I come to the conclusion that your weight isn't okay, you can adjust it from outside with the grips on and everything, no problem at all. Here's a bit of dirt. This gun is extremely easy to maintain, to clean. I'm gonna show it later on. But I'm gonna put the grips on, and then we're gonna have a review of the gun. Bye for now. Then is the gun put together. I forgot to mention that the gun is clear. There is no rounds here. I guess I have dry fired it for a few hundred times during the trigger weight adjustments. Not only the weight, but also the character of the trigger. I'm pretty pleased with it now. I think this is the 4th time I tried to get it right, and this time I think I have done it right. I hope, at least. This gun have a rink grip. The original grip to this pistol is, at least by me, considered as firewood. So most of the guns sold is sold with a nil or a rink. And I prefer the rink because I can adjust this rest here by 2 screws here, and by turning them, this rest is lowered or goes above as I screw it. Nil, you have the normal 2 screws on this side, of course, 2 screws, and then you have to move it, screw it, and then test it. this grip I can have in my hand and just turn these two nuts. I don't use this one. It is for safeguarding it in place, because I have hands that is swollen and they swell differently from one day to another. But in reality I have it like this and I don't adjust it. What I like about this gun especially is it is extremely easy to clean. Another thing I like, it's not common on match guns like this, is it is a slide stop here. And the gun, when it's empty, it stops like this. All guns have something I don't like. That's how it is. No, I know it, but I had a bit problem in the beginning to adjust the sights because of the marking. Normally, sights are marked if you want to go to right, you turn it against right. But on this gun, if your bullets at the target is too much to right, you turn it against right. In this case, rechts. It's German and links. And the same like applies here. High, you're shooting too high, you have to turn that way to lower it. Normally you turn it the way you want the bullets to go. But when you have becoming used to it, it's okay, no problem at all. Another thing, the gun is delivered with a front sight that, in my opinion, is too low. I knew it when I bought it, so I bought it with the front sight that's needed. It's the highest and smallest, thinnest there is. I think it was 10.8 millimeter or so, the height. Because then I can easily adjust the sights, so at 25 meters it's dead on. The sights and where the bullets hits is at the same spot. The type of shooting I do, I want it like that. Most target shooters, they have the black ring and they aim at the lower part of the black ring. That's why the gun is delivered like this. That said, that's about what I have don't like about it. The rest I have to say I like very much. I like that the slide stops behind. When the last round is gone, I feel it on the recoil. I know I'm finished with my 5 or 6 rounds. The magazines are delivered where I bought them. They are tinkered with from the, so they hold 6 rounds. I don't know what he does to them, but they work. I had no failure with the gun when it comes to feeding or extraction. I have had 3 or 4 rounds that didn't want to go off. Some of these rounds didn't want to go off even after twice consecutive tries. But that's ammunition question. That's the life of 22, and I shoot CCI standard, and that's not the best ammunition when it comes to reliability. I'm gonna show how to dismantle the gun. Forgot to mention when it comes to the sights, you can also adjust the light you want on both sides in front here by screwing here. I haven't done it, but you can do it. First, when you dismantle the gun has to be cocked. This one is, and another feature this gun has, you can dry fire it as much as you want. The firing pin is made such that it doesn't hurt the gun at all, and that's very nice. Oh, whoa, whoa. I might have to adjust the trigger a bit more. Oh, oh, oh. No, I don't have to. Okay. Let it be. Yes, it was dismantling the gun. This is a sort of a safety. Of course you don't use safety on a match gun, but it is here. Oh. Cock the gun. Push it in here. This plate up. Take the dampening system off. No. There it comes. It can be adjusted, I don't know how, but it's okay for me. And this is the slide. Push it slightly backwards and hook it off. Slide comes off. And the recoil spring hangs here. And you see I have oiled it. When you clean the gun, you just take the this muck off. I've done it a few days ago. You only have to wipe it off here. Feed ramp. Sometimes I take a Q-tip in the chamber, but there are hardly any muck in there. And then you clean it very sparsely. What I do, I have oil on a Q-tip, and let's see if then I oil this part here. You can see it is a bit worn, and also the side here. I just drag a Q-tip over it. Same here. There and there, oil. And there, oil. I'll only, with a Q-tip, slightly, ever so slightly. 22 guns shouldn't have much oil because they gunk up. When you have a big, every 1,000 rounds, you have to clean the gun properly. You can just insert a paper clip in here, then you get the extractor off. Easy to get off, and I think this time it will be easy to get it on also. I only done it once. I need a 1.8mm punch. I don't have it. I have a 1mm, that's too weak, and I have a 2mm, that's too big. But you have to punch it from this side and out on this side to take the firing pin off. So I have to buy a 1.8mm punch to get that job done. But for the time being, it's okay. Okay, then you put the gun together, and I do it like this. I put the recoil spring in a recess here. Then I come with a slide over, and the recoil pin should in a recess in the front of the slide, and then you just, oh, what's happened now? Nothing. Of course. Oh, whoa. I've done this at least 10 times, no problems. And why is it a problem now? It's because I'm video. Oh, there it was. No problem at all. Damper on. And then safety off. Finished. I love this gun. It works for me. I have small hands, easy to adjust if my hands are swollen. It stops on the last rounds and shows itself that it is, my shooting is empty. I hardly can count to 5 or 6. Yes, that was my gun video. I might shoot another one now. Bye.